Namaste and a very warm welcome to yet another episode of the Indian Lawyer Legal Tips. I am Sushila Ram Varma, Chief Consultant at the firm The Indian Lawyer and Allied Services. Today we bring to you an extremely important topic, that is identity theft. This is of great significance in today's digital age, where identity theft is a very common thing and one often gets perplexed as to what one should do if one's identity is stolen. Now, let us understand what is identity theft. In simple language, identity theft is a fraud or a deception perpetrated by the person who is the perpetrator of the crime, in which he or she accesses sensitive information of the victim and then utilizes this information to his or her advantage, and of course to the victim's disadvantage. Now let us understand the types of identity theft. The first is what is known as financial identity theft. In this case, the fraudster accesses information pertaining to the credit card or the bank of the victim and then uses it to his or her advantage to make online purchases or to access the bank account and take out money. The second would be a social identity theft. In this kind of theft, the person's social information on the social media, such as the name, the address, the photograph, etc., are accessed by the fraudster and then utilized it either to impersonate the person or to use the person's identity for some act which would be illegal or criminal. The last type of identity theft is what is known as a synthetic identity theft. In this kind of identity theft, what happens is the fraudster collects some information from the financial sector and some information from the social media, utilizes both this information to commit some kind of a fraud, such as to take a loan in the name of the person by using his details and then of course defaulting on the loan. Now let me give you a real life example of identity theft. This has happened in our own case. There are some miscreants, we do not know whether they are in India or overseas, who have cloned our website www.theindianlawyer.in. They have not only cloned the website, they have renamed it as Henson International, and they have stolen my identity, showing that I am the main person running Henson International. In the name of the firm and in my name, they have started collecting fees from several clients, claiming that they are working with us as a team. When these people who have been cheated by them have contacted us, we have very clearly informed them that we have got nothing to do with Henson International and that before paying such huge sums of money, they should have consulted with us. Now, what happens is, if any website is deceptive or shady in nature, they will not give a lot of information about themselves. For instance, in Henson International, they gave an address which does not exist. They have not given any phone numbers or email IDs by which they could be traced. They have only used a Telegram handle in which the victim has approached them, paid the money, and then realized that it was a fraud. So I would definitely ask all viewers that before you are doing any online transactions with any website, please make sure that the contact information and other information is readily available, because real people will not try to hide behind a Telegram handle. Now obviously the next question would be, how do I secure myself? Well, there are a number of ways to do that and they are mentioned on the screen below. But what I would say is that you must always ensure that you have a secure connection and not use the public connections when you are banking. You should also always frequently change your passwords. You should stay away from all suspicious messages, whether they come to you by an SMS, through WhatsApp or email. Also, you should frequently check your credit card and bank accounts to see whether there are any transactions that seem a little suspicious, and if yes, you must report them immediately. So these are some of the ways you can secure yourselves, but most importantly, you have to ensure that you are alert, and that is the only way you can protect yourself. Now, obviously, the next question would be, what do I do if there's an identity theft? Identity theft is punishable under two laws. One is the Information Technology Act 2000, and the other, the IPC, which is now substituted by the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. In both these cases, the offence is punished not only by imprisonment but also with fine, which can run into lakhs of rupees. Now, in order to facilitate or in order to help our viewers to understand what is the law, we are now mentioning the laws on the screen below. Discuss another real life example. This matter came up before the High Court of Bombay, and it is titled as Rahul Sinha alias Tanmay Rajbihari Goswami versus the state of Maharashtra. In this particular case, the person called Tanmay posed as Rahul Sinha, who was an IRS officer, claiming that he was eligible for marriage with women. One Rangana contacted him, and when she contacted him, he claimed that he was Rahul Sinha, an IRS officer. He became friendly with her, and then he asked her to lend him some money, which she did. Eventually, he started asking for more money, and that is when she got wind of the fact that something was wrong. When she complained to the Bombay police, she found out that not only was this man a married man with a wife in Kolkata, but had also married another person in Bangalore claiming to be Rahul Sinha. Now, what this person did when he posed as a prospective groom in the matrimonial websites is he showed himself to be a senior officer in the Indian Revenue Services and tried to frame, or rather tried to lure women into believing that he was ready for a matrimonial alliance and used to borrow money. Eventually things caught up and he got arrested. When the matter came up before the Bombay High Court, it was for his bail. The Bombay High Court obviously rejected his bail. The matter is still under trial, and it is only after the matter is fully decided that we can report it once again on our website, which is the Indian Lawyer blog. Dear viewers, by this video, we have cautioned you on identity theft and your rights when there is an identity theft. Please be very cautious when you're dealing with other people in the digital world. We have now realized that the digital world is so vast that it is very difficult to catch miscreants. This video has been made in public interest, and I will therefore request you to please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and most importantly, pass on this video to as many people as you can. If you want to be notified, please press the bell icon and you will be notified of the next episode, which will be in the following week. With this, I would like to say a very big thank you for having watched the video. Until we meet again, goodbye.